Between October 11th and 12th, intense fighting broke out along the Durand Line, the 2,600-kilometer border separating Pakistan and Afghanistan. Both sides reported heavy casualties. Pakistan claimed its forces killed over 200 fighters on the Afghan side, while the Taliban said 58 Pakistani soldiers were killed in return. The clashes prompted Pakistan to close its main border crossing with Afghanistan, marking one of the most serious military confrontations between the two neighbors in recent years. According to Pakistan, the fighting began with what it called unprovoked attacks from the Afghan side on October 11th. Taliban officials, however, said their operations were a response to Pakistani airstrikes carried out earlier on October 9th in Kabul and Paktika province. Pakistan said those airstrikes targeted Taliban posts and training facilities linked to groups such as ISKP and Fitna al-Hindustan. The Taliban described the strikes as a violation of Afghan sovereignty and warned of a firm response if there were further incursions. While border clashes have occurred before, this episode highlights a deeper breakdown in relations. For decades, Pakistan provided political and logistical support to the Taliban. But since the group took power in 2021, the relationship has shifted. Pakistan has repeatedly called on Kabul to act against the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan or TTP, which Islamabad accuses of operating from Afghan soil. The Taliban denies this and says Pakistan's internal security issues are its own responsibility. At the same time, the Taliban has pursued independent ties with other countries, including China, Russia, and India, which Pakistan sees as a challenge to its regional influence. Several other issues have strained ties. Pakistan has deported Afghan refugees, many of whom have lived in the country for decades. Border points such as Torkam and Chaman are frequently closed, affecting trade and daily movement. Within Pakistan, decision-making on Afghanistan remains largely controlled by the military, with civilian governments generally supporting the army's approach. Regionally, both countries are repositioning themselves. Pakistan has strengthened its cooperation with Saudi Arabia and is recalibrating its ties with Iran and the United States. The Taliban government, meanwhile, has sought economic and diplomatic engagement with China, Russia, and India to ease isolation and attract investment. The latest clashes along the Durand Line reveal how fragile relations have become between Pakistan and the Taliban government in Kabul. What started as tactical military exchanges now reflects a broader shift, as both sides redefine how they view each other in a rapidly changing regional landscape. That's it for today's video. If you have any feedback or suggestions, write to us at videos@thehindu.co.in. Thanks for watching.